Okay, so now we have the parable of the servants. So now this next one, it talks about the kingdom of heaven is like. And it begins with how a man was traveling away to a far, far country. But before he left, he calls his servants onto him. And then he blesses them with some goods, some talents, some gifts. He blesses the first servant with 5 talents, the second servant with 2 talents, the third servant with 1 talent. Okay? And then after he blesses them with the goods, he goes away immediately onto his journey. Now the first servant, who had the 5 talents, traded it in and got 5 more. The second servant, who had 2 talents, traded it in and got 2 more. And then the last one, who had the 1 talent, he, instead of trading it, he buried it, dug it into the ground, buried it, hid it. He hid the Lord's money, right? And then after some time, a long time, the Lord of the servants, the master, came back. And he came to discuss, the accounts, to settle the accounts and discuss it with them. Now, the one with the 5 showed him that he had 5 and he gained 5 more. So he said, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things, and I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord." And now the second servant, who received the 2, showed him that he received 2 more. Right? He gained 2 more. And he said, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord." And now the servant who only received 1 talent, he said, "Well, master, I was afraid, and I went and I hid your talent in the ground. But look, there, you have what is yours." So he thought he did a good thing, that he gave back the money that the Lord gave him. But his Lord answered him and said, "You wicked and lazy servant. You knew that I reap where I have not sown and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would have received back my own with interest. Therefore, take the talent from him and give it to him who has more talent, who has 10 talents." The first one. "For to everyone who has more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the unprofitable servant into the outer darkness. There will be weeping and